When I was first approached by the board to consider this position, I immediately said to myself, there's no way. I really felt that God was calling me to stay at the seminary. I've been doing that for 20 years, and I could have easily seen myself doing it for another 20 years, serving and training pastors and leaders for the global church. Yet as I prayed, my wife and I prayed along with my senior pastor and my dad, it became more and more clear that this is where the Lord was calling me. And I say that purposely because it truly is a calling. For those of us in ministry, we know when we've been called to a particular ministry, we can't disobey. And I really felt, not only myself, but also those, my spiritual advisors, but then ultimately the board of directors of TGC felt like I was the person that God was calling to this role. It was unexpected, and yet at the same time, I really feel now a deeper conviction that this is where God has placed me. And now, uniquely, I am a Korean American, leading an organization that's it's based in the United States, though it has a reach around the world. It's based in the United States, and it was founded by two white Americans. But as a Korean American, I feel like what a wonderful opportunity to showcase to a watching world that the global church isn't just one color, nor from one place. That God's children are of every color and every place, and it should mirror the great throne room of the Lamb, the marriage supper of the Lamb, where every tribe, tongue, people, and nation will be gathered around the throne to worship God and sing holy, holy, holy. And I think for someone like me, while I'm incredibly humbled by this role, I'm just so grateful that the leadership of TGC, I think intentionally wanted to have a non-white American leader lead this global, hopefully this global organization. And so I feel like this is a good step for us, not only for us as an organization, but also for us in our mission, that we're going to become more global and less local to America. I'm really grateful because it means that our organization is going to be more global in its not only its identity, but also its mission. So we need to be more polycentric and recognize that we want to be a blessing, sure, to the world, but we also want to be blessed by the world. And so we need to be partnering in a reciprocating relationship with the global church. Because let's face it, the American church, while it's done many great things, is not the only church in the world. That's a good thing. So we need to learn from the Korean church, the African church, the South American church, the European church. What is the Lord doing in the world? And how can we be a blessing to one another? And so for me, one of the greatest burdens that I have is that what does it look like for TGC to transition to being less local and more global?